strategy. And total my space is 30 years. So started my career as an R&D expert. I started as an R&D trainee, and from there on, I was groomed by my organization for the future CEO program, and hence I was moved to different functions like quality, then later on production, then manufacturing, maintenance, business development, export, and finally I became a business unit head in 2007. So from there on, I have been working in different domains, and still I'm a learner, and I'm looking forward for more learnings from you. And I'm so glad that the way you talked about the programs, because what we find people generally coming from colleges are more with theoretical background and less with the practical experience. But the way you talk about clubbing management with fashion, yoga, physiotherapy, even physiotherapy with business management. I daily go for physiotherapy, but I don't know how much you are going to link it with business. So that's very innovative idea, and I'm looking forward for learning from both sides. So I'm sure today's candidates will also be sharing some beautiful experiences, beautiful work, and I look forward for today's program. Thank you very much for inviting me once again. Thank you very much.
Thanks for your valuable input, sir. Yeah, Hardik sir, I will request you to kindly take the lead and proceed.
Sir, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
All the very best to all the participants for this examination and this assessment. As you all are aware that this assessment is presentation and viva. So they have undergone around 6 months of training on HRM as a subject, wherein for 4 months it was dedicated to human resource management. Various aspects were discussed with them. It was online session in the evening, weekend sessions, and myself and Archana Sharma Khurana ma'am, we tried our best to give them whatever we had, the knowledge bank, whatever we had, and I'm sure they would be getting benefited out of it. So entire gamut of HR was covered. So in today's assessment, all 4 of them, they'll present a presentation, and then we will be asking some questions. We'll be beginning with you, and then myself, Neeraj sir, ma'am will also join. The time permits. So this will be the methodology for today's session, sir.
Thank
so
you.
all the best to all of you, Anjan, Suman, Sushma, and Vaidehi. I'm sure you all are ready with the presentations and your knowledge bank. I had a privilege to work with Nandwani sir for a long time when I was associated with Panasonic. True leader, a coach, mentor, and have grown to this level from the grassroots. So from trainee to business development head, it's a journey which speaks by itself, that the commitment, dedication, and the spirit of learning, because without adding things to your wallet, it becomes very difficult to attain a position and then sustain to it. So sir, many congratulations and thank you so much for gracing the occasion, respecting our request and being present on your holiday.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, so we begin with Anjan. I would request you to introduce yourself, what you are doing, where are you? You joined YSI for particular region, and then you can continue with the presentation. Sir can allow us the access of screen sharing so that they can access.
Already it's been given to everybody.
Right, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
You can be loud and clear, Anjan.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. My name is Anjan Chaudhary. So I have 6 years experience in Cognizant. So I worked I joined the Cognizant in US process healthcare team, which is in the project name is Optum. So as a quality auditor. After that, I will move to the different teams and learn different things and handle the team around 18 peoples and help the other candidates and provide training and development regarding the insurance. So, and after that, I will in 2021, I will join the MBA course from IP University in Delhi. So I think I decided to change my career in human resource management. So after that, I will join the Young Skill India. So I learned a lot of things in here about the how to manage the things and how the HR managers work in real life, and what are the current market scenarios, that the what are the challenges faced by the HR, and what market research we can do to become a good HR manager. So that's thing I have learned a lot of things from the Young Skill India. So first of all, I will say thank you to all the faculties of the Young Skill India to give me such a wonderful experience about the HR knowledge in the current scenarios.
Yeah, you can start your presentation,
Yes,
Anjan.
sir. Yes, sir. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, your screen is
Yes,
visible.
and it's visible.
So thank you so much, sir, for giving me this a very wonderful opportunity. So my topic is about as an HR manager. So as we built a newly organization and how we can start it from the scratch. So starting an HR department is a very challenging endeavor because here we know something essential steps. So first we have as an HR manager, first thing I have to know about the vision and culture of the organization. So begin very thoroughly. So I have to know about what is the mission, what are the vision and values of the organization. So it will help us the HR to help the HR to guide the practices and policies in the organization. So it can help the HR to design the organization culture according to that. So the diagram shows that mission statement. So mission statements only just describe out who we are and what we value, and vision statement recognize what we want to become, and strategy how we will achieve our vision, and goal and objective means how we gauge our degree of success. So first thing is we have to know about what is our mission, who we are and what we value in the market. Vision means what we want to become in after 5 years or 10 years as a long term player in the market, and how we will achieve our vision. So we can make strategies according to that, and goals and objective is how we go our degree of success. So create a second thing is create HR policies and procedures. As an HR, when we will work in the new organization, so we have to work on some things like recruitment and selection. Define the process of we can define how we can hire the employees in the organization. Second is employee onboarding. Create an onboarding program to welcome new hires. Compensation and benefits, but is established salary structure, benefits and incentives we are providing to the employees. And these performance management, design performance appraisal system, employer relations, so we can set guidelines and we can conflict resolution and we can do grievance handling according to that. Employer health and safety, so health and safety comes first always for our employees, so ensure compliance and safety regulations for them. Training and development is also the very important part. So if we are hiring some new marketing manager, so as an HR manager is my responsibility is what is the current scenario in the market is going on, and what training we can provide so he can achieve the vision and mission of the organization. And third point is legal compliance. So understand the local labor laws and regulations, ensure compliance in areas such minimum wage, what is the working hours, and what are the employer rights in the legal compliances. Register the organization with relevant government. So we have to take some certain paperwork when we set up the organization. So we have to take some certain permissions from the government authorities like assistant labor commissioners, district magistrate, and magistrates also there. So we have to tell them about what our industry is following the laws, what is the minimum wage according to that state, and what are the employer rights and what the working hours we decide to them. And the fourth point is recruitment and staffing. Develop job descriptions for various roles. Suppose someone is for some person we are hiring finance manager, so we have to design according to that. So as an HR manager, if we are hiring a finance analyst or a marketing manager, so as we have to discuss with the marketing head, so what is the current scenario is going in the market, and he or she will tell us the requirements of the about the what manager we want to hire in the organization. So after that, we will create a recruitment strategy. So we can decide which sourcing channels we can use, like LinkedIn profile, Naukri.com, Monster, and there are a lot of other sites also. After that, we will conduct interviews and then we will select a suitable candidates. Fifth point is set up HR system and tools. So implement an HR management. To streamline a process, we use various tools like payroll tools, attendance tracking tools, and performance management tools. If I take my example of my organization of Cognizant, so there is a one software that is one Cognizant for HR. So we can see about the all the system about attendance time, what is our payroll system, and what is our performance, about what managers we can, what ratings our performance management performance rating give by our managers. So that is the basic thing that as an HR I have to follow. Employee records and documentation. Employee system for maintaining employee records, like, so if I am hiring a person, so I have to maintain the record of that employee, what is the contact number, what is the emergency, and other documentation purposes, and ensure the data privacy and security. Because if I am working in other projects like US insurance project, so I have to maintain the data privacy of the security of that project, because none of the employee can share the confidential information of that project to the other competitors. So it is a big loss for our organization. So I have to maintain the all records and documentations. Design compensations and benefits packages. So we can define the salary structures, bonuses, and other benefits. If we want to retain the employees in the organization for a longer period, so we have to give them a benefits, so they can retain in our organization for a longer period. Either the benefits, compensation benefits will be monetary or non-monetary. Like in some organization, if you go, that there are monthly rewards and recognition program. So the managers can appreciate their employees in the monthly basis. So they so they can morale high of their employees, and they can perform well, and other can also learn from them, that they can also do better, and next time they will also get that benefits rewards from the from that organization. So 8th point is employee onboarding and orientation. So employee onboarding and orientation is the very important part for an HR, because in 3 months, as a starting 3 months as an HR, it is a very crucial month, because the first impression is always be the last impression. So first we have to define about the policies and procedure, what are the cultures of the organization, vision and missions. On the first day, we cannot ask the employee to sit on the production. So we can first meet with the HRs, with the managers, do one-on-one. We can organize lunch parties and many things other else, so that employee can feel comfortable, and he or she can give more time to spend on the organization. So we can get the exactly idea for the retention of the employees. And training and development is the 9th point. Identify training need. So if we want to give a training a person, so first we have to need identify the what is the weakness of that employee, and then we will design the training programs for that, so that he or she can learn that training and become a and give more better performance to the organization and achieve the organization to vision, missions, and goals also. So it is a continuous learning for an HR to provide. And 10th point is performance management. So always be the set performance goals and expectations. Your goals should be always be clear. You can tell employees that what are the expectations we are expecting from you. Your goals will be there, and that we can give regular feedbacks to them. We can review their performances and then give one-on-one feedback, address issues promptly. We can discuss the issues with the performance issue that you are facing these challenges. So you have to work on this, and this is the feedback. So on time to time, it is a very good thing for an employee that he or she can know about this weakness and work on it. So, and the 11th point is employee engagement and well-being. Foster a positive. So the main thing is about we can give a positive work environment to the employee. So organize team building activity. So in some organization there is always a fun Friday activity. So the employees can build. It can help us to build the relations with their employees, also team building. So they can also learn coordination with the other team members, and they know very well each other. So it can promote a work-life balance also. And the 12th point is health and safety. So health and safety is a very important point for the employees. Like in some organization, there is always a safety drill is conducting like fire evacuation project in every month, so that employees know how when this sudden situation will happen. So what you will have to do in that situations. So educate employees, and safety practices will be also there. Handle employee relations and conflicts. This 13th point. Develop a process for addressing employee grievances. Means we have to know about the issues. We can handle that issues, the particular in a particular what the challenges they are facing at the time of production. What are their challenges facing with their leaders? So we can meditate a conflicts, maintain healthy relationship with the employees. So the first thing is communicate openly and frequently with them. Encourage their feedback, promote positive work culture, be fair and consistent, and show appreciation to them. So that is the we can handle the conflicts and relations also. So communicate HR policies and changes regularly. We have to communicate HR policies, update the employees regarding the changes, and we always be transparent and approachable to the employees. So, and 15 point is continuous improvement. So regularly assesses HR processes and send feedback from employees, adapt and improve as needed. So we need to assess the HR processes and send feedback to our employees on the daily basis. So we can know adapt and improve. So we have to adapt that and improve our processes. So finally, we come on the conclusion that building an effective HR department is just an ongoing process. So as an HR, we should have to be adaptable and empathetic and open to learning from our experiences. So last slide is thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, Hardik sir, please.
Very elaborative, Anjan, and you've covered almost all the topics of HR.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Precisely, if it is your first day as an HR manager, what would be the first thing that you would like to do?
Sir, as an HR manager, as a first thing I will like to do what is about the organization vision, mission and strategies and the goals. First thing I will learn what are the visions, and then I will after reading the missions I will align the missions. What the organization want to achieve, and then after I will make a plan that how we can achieve that vision and missions through our goals also.
Okay. How important is employee engagement according to you?
Sir, employee engagement means if we if we go on the floor as an HR manager, meet employees, what are their problems, and we will discuss to them and then give a better feedback to them. So that means an employee engagement from my side. We will discuss their problems on daily, weekly basis. I visit on the floor to my employees and discuss about their problems, what their challenges they are facing with their seniors and with their related colleagues also. So after that, I will give the note down that points and give them a better solution on this.
Okay. And from compliance point of view, which is the crucial act as far as factories are concerned?
So I think it's data privacy is very important thing in the every organization.
No, the act. I'm talking about the legislation or the act that can be crucial as far as factory operations are concerned. We covered various acts at the time of learning, and the compliance, contract labor regulation and abolition act, then provident fund act. So which are the crucial acts that are applicable as far as factory operations are concerned?
About sir, about the labor laws, what are the benefits we are giving to their employees, and
नहीं,
about
एज एन एचआर हमको कौन कौन से एक्ट प्राइमरीली रेफर करने पड़ते हैं या पढ़ सकते हैं?
Sir, first thing is we have to learn about the Factory Act. What is the Factory Act? And the second point is about the how we can handle the employees. What type of employees working in the factory? So how we can deal with them? So they are in factory. There are many people skilled, semi-skilled, and and unskilled also. So we have to make strategies according to them, and we have to tell them the compliances to them also, because we have to give, we cannot fire the any employee in the organization like that you have done this. So we have a proper procedure for that. As a compliant, as an HR manager, I have to follow that all compliances, that if someone is coming in the factory out drink, someone is coming outside and drinking in the factory, and I find and employees complain from about this act. So first I will note the make a charge sheet about, note about the old time, and then after that I will take the necessary action if I will found all the things.
What is the maximum time for suspension?
Sir, at least so first we will take 4 days. After that it will take 3 months, 2 or 3 months maximum.
Okay. Good morning, Archana ma'am.
Hi, good morning.
Good
Hi, good
morning,
morning,
ma'am.
everyone. So sorry I got really late today.
So
All
any
right,
question, ma'am,
so
from your side?
yeah. Can we open the presentation, Anjan? I would
Yes,
like to
ma'am.
just go through it, the initial pages at least.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you go back? You started. Thanks. Okay, great. So, all right. So my question to you is, Anjan, that suppose now we are talking about this presentation and the topic was this. Uh, how do you think that the most important thing that needs to be done by an HR manager when they have to start an organization from scratch?
So, ma'am, first we will say to know about the vision and mission from the organization. What are the vision and missions of the organization?
Mm-hmm.
After when we will know about the vision and mission, then we will make strategies, and then we will make a code, and then we will set goals and objectives, because in the organization there are many different teams, marketing and finance and HR. So we will make that strategies. So we will align the goals with that departments, so the organization can achieve their vision, mission, and goals also.
Okay, great. And now, if you have decided your vision statement, how it is going to affect the HR in going forward?
So, ma'am, first thing is about the vision statement is what we want to become after. So, if we the organization as startup, we want to see as an HR manager where we want to see ourselves after 5 years. So after
Mm-hmm.
that, we will look the vision. What are the vision? Company want to see themselves after 5 years in this position. So
Right.
as a vision, I will make strategies according to that. So the companies will, I will do market research, R&D on this. According to that, do competitive intelligence on that. After that, then I will on the able state to make strategies.
Okay. So when you are saying the research and development, you are saying from the HR point of view, right? Or
Yes,
from
ma'am.
the marketing in general?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The next question from you is, how do you see yourself becoming that HR manager? in an organization where they already have an HR department?
And as
What
an
would be
HR,
your contribution there? They
and
have
as
an
an
HR department set up and everything is done. Now you are hired as a newly built HR manager there. So what do you think would be your contribution in such organization?
So ma'am, first priority is always as an HR. First, I will give a value to my company's vision and mission. First thing
Hmm.
is always come in my mind that the company's vision and mission.
That's
Then I
already
will,
done. Hmm.
yes. So as
Somebody
an
else has done that.
yes,
Now
ma'am.
what will you do? How will you start?
Ma'am, as an HR manager, first I will know about the meet with different departments and know about the what are the current market scenarios going on. After that, I will hire the most best peoples in the organization, so it
Hmm.
will so that the organization can reach to better position after 5 years, what they have decided. So
Okay.
my contribution is first thing is about that. About first thing I want to know about the current market scenarios, meet with different market heads and with different department heads. So that is my point of view on this.
Good. Okay. That's all from my side. Yeah.
Nandani sir.
Thank you, Mr. Anjan. Appreciate your presentation and you have tried to cover all the aspects. So Anjan, in the last two questions of Ma'am Archana and Hardik, you stressed on vision and mission statement. So can you tell me why we need a vision statement and a mission statement? There are so many industries which are working. What is the need of this?
Sir, if we don't have any mission, so why we are what if we don't have any mission, so why we are working in the organization? So what the organization, so if they have a proper vision, then we will make a mission. Now, if they want to see themselves after 5 years in the great mark in the good market opener, so then we will assign a mission to that.
Okay. So can you tell the difference between vision statement and mission statement? You stressed it so many times. Can you give an example?
Yes, sir. If we take the example of a Walmart example, so Walmart has a vision also to give a productive vision and missions also like give a productive quality and quality products to their employees. So that is their vision and mission also.
Productive value to their employees. Can you be little straightforward, simple example which I can understand?
Just the difference, Anjan, you have to share. No, what is the difference between mission statement and when you write a vision statement?
If you have
What
any
is the what is the
statement, you can
cognizant
read
your
it.
company vision and mission statement?
Yes, sir. Sir, if I take my real life example in our life also, if my vision is to do an MBA, is my vision, and my mission is that how I can score good marks in the my degree also. So that is my mission. So vision is that I want to.
Okay. Uh, okay. I think Neeraj Srivastava will be helping in that. And my last question is you replied to one question of ma'am that you would be working for hiring the most best people.
Yes, sir.
As a HR head, what is your definition of the most best people or the best people? What is your definition?
So those who have good knowledge about the market and who have good management skills, who can run the organization and reach the organization at the top level. So good peoples mean everyone is good, but the exact peoples we are required, which have good management skills. Life as sir said that in many colleges they are only have theoretical knowledge, but the actually companies require the management proper skills. So that is the thing that we have to don't go for a theoretical knowledge. We will give just only for a practical knowledge and experienced persons on that thing who will help us to achieve that things.
Ranjan, don't you think the kind of things you're asking the best people, knowing about management skills, so they will be coming with the best salary in the industry also. So how will you make a judgment between compensation and the skill?
Sorry, sir.
No, I'm saying the best people will ask the best salary also, no?
Yes, sir.
So how will you make a balance between your organization compensation package or the policy and the talent you are looking for?
Sir, as an HR head, first I will discuss about this thing to my seniors also. That if we discuss with that CEOs, and after that, if we want to require that people and if we want to achieve that, we have to invest. If they will just give me approval on that, then I will definitely hire that people with the more packages.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Anjan. We move to the next. Who will take it voluntarily?
No one. Still, they want direction.
Exam, they don't want to appear.
Yeah,
Is it so?
Sushma can take this lead.
Yeah.
I will start. Hello everyone, myself Shushma. I am working as a HR recruiter for influencer marketing platform. So it is an international platform where I started here as an influencer manager itself, then got promoted to HR recruiter. When I entered into a HR field, I felt that I have to go in depth of HR knowledge and gain some more skills. So then I decided to join YSY and then got enrolled into HRM and have learned lot of skills and knowledge from our great faculties, Archana ma'am and Hardik sir. So this 6-month course has really brought up many changes in myself as well as my professional life. So this was my brief introduction. So I will start with my presentation today.
Currently, you are based in Mumbai.
No, sir, I am from Bangalore.
Okay, you are from Bangalore.
Is my screen visible, sir?
Yeah, yeah, it's visible. Kindly make it a full screen and then you can.
That's the max, I think, sir. It's not.
Start with the slideshow.
Ah,
Go towards your left. Just press this button from beginning.
Ma'am, I have started the slideshow. Is it not visible, ma'am?
okay, okay. What
You
you
need to
can do?
change.
No, no, no. What you I can
yes.
understand the problem, but you can do
Yeah.
that. Just go to share screen, and there will be a two slides. One is a smaller one is a bigger one.
Bigger
Choose
one.
the bigger one. This is the problem with the Zoom. Like if you'll change to the even slides, so they will show the same slides.
Oh, is it
Go.
visible, sir?
Now it's visible. Very
Yeah.
good.
Thank you. So today's topic is establishing HR department from scratch. So I have assumed financial software company as a startup and how I will be creating a structure, HR structure for this company. So the main mission over here is how we can structurize our HR department for aligning our goals, missions towards the company. First, the purpose of the presentation is primary to introduce the concept of building an HR department from scratch. So why HR matters? HR is not just a department, it's a heartbeat of a positive and productive workplace. So HR is a basic foundation of any organization. So if it is built and structured properly, the whole organizational process will go on smoothly. Company's overview. A financial software company specializes in developing software solutions for financial industries. So it gives applications, platforms, and assists financial institutions, business, and individuals in managing various financial processes and their portfolios. So financial software company basically aims at providing a technology based applications for smoother financial processes of industries and companies. Mission and vision of this company. Mission is to empower financial institutions and business with cutting edge software solutions, enabling them to achieve operational excellence, enhance customer experiences, and thrive in ever evolving digital financial landscape. Vision: to be the premier world provider of innovative and secure financial software globally, revolutionizing how financial entities navigate the digital era and empowering them to unlock new levels of efficiency, compliance, and growth. So the mission and the vision here are stated very clearly. The main mission here is to provide an software solution for operational excellence of financial industries. Vision is to become premier, become best in the industry, and provide all facilities required by the financial institutions. Coming to our topic, HR. So here I'll be explaining about the main objectives of HR department. First, the strategic alignment. HR aligns employee goals with organizational objective, ensuring a cohesive and focused workforce. Talent management attracts, retains, and develops top talent, contributing to sustained company success. Employee engagement fosters a positive work environment, boosting morale and productivity. Conflict resolution mediates and resolve conflicts, maintaining a harmonious workplace. Performance optimization manages performance evaluation and improvements for sustained employee success. Training and development invest in employee growth, ensuring a skilled and adaptable workforce. So, training and development also ensures about continuous learning the organization for upskilling the employees. Compliance and risk mitigation. The compliance and the legal adherence, reducing organizational risk and liabilities. Succession planning identifies and grooms internal talent for seamless leadership transition. Strategic partner collaborates in strategic decision making, offering valuable insights for business success. So the cornerstone of a flourishing organization is HR. Next, building the HR department structure. So here I have main 5 roles, which are main basic roles for the HR department. Since it is a startup, we won't be able to invest many job roles over here, but main and very important roles have been considered. First one is HR manager. What is the role? Oversees all HR functions, aligning them to organizational goals. Responsibilities: leadership, strategy development, and department coordination. So these are the roles and responsibilities of HR manager. Recruitment specialist role: attracts, assess, and onboards new talent. Recruitment specialist is really very important as it is a startup company and we require many other roles, many other recruitment roles here actually start up the organization with flourished way. Responsibilities: job postings, candidate screening, and onboarding process. Next is training and development coordinator. Role: identifies training needs, implements development programs. Since it is a new company, we might require people whom we recruit to train as well as skill them according to our needs. And the responsibilities: employee skill enhancement, career development, and continuous learning. So responsibilities of a training and development coordinator is to ensure that the skill of an employee is enhanced by our training and help them career develop and as well as engage them in continuous learning. Employee relations specialist, so nurtures a positive environment and addresses employees' concern. Responsibilities: conflict resolution, employee engagement, and workplace culture. So employee relations specialist will be responsible for looking after all employees in all best ways. HR assistant role: provides an administrative support to HR functions. Then responsibilities: record keeping, scheduling, and general HR assistance. So these are the 5 roles which I have considered to be more important and crucial for a startup. Each role contributes to a well-functioning HR ecosystem, supporting our employees and driving our organizational structure. So these are the main HR functions. First comes recruitment and onboarding. Second, employee relations, performance management, training development, benefits administration, and HR compliance. First is recruitment and onboarding. Recruitment main objective is here to identify and hire best suited candidates for the organizational success. Steps: job posting, description, candidate sourcing and screening, interviews and assessments and selection and offer. So recruitment department takes care of hiring the actual suit candidates for the organizational purpose. Onboarding purpose, once the candidate is selected for the role, the onboarding process starts. The main objective here is to ensure a seamless transition for new hires, facilitating quick integration into company culture. Steps is welcome and orientation, paperwork, documentation, introduction to team and company values, training and mentorship. Consideration culture fit. So they have to ensure that new hires with the new hires aligns their goals and objectives with the company's values and goals, and also give value to the work culture. Clear communication, provide information on roles, expectation, and company's policies, and feedback loop. Encourage feedback from both new hires as well as existing team members for continuous improvement. Recruitment and onboarding are the gateways to building a motivated and cohesive team, ensuring our collective success. Employee relations. Main objective of employee relations is foster a positive relationship and harmonious work environment. Main functions of employee relations is conflict resolution, address and resolve workplace conflicts promptly and fairly. Communication, facilitate transparent communication between management and employees. Employee engagement, develop initiatives to boost morale and job satisfaction. Workplace culture, nurture culture that aligns with organizational values. Strategies, open communications channel. So we have to ensure that there is a two-way communication from the organization as well as the employee. Employee recognition program, acknowledge and reward employee contribution for their progress and success. Wellness initiatives, implement programs to support employee well-being. There are some organizations where yoga is organized as a session weekly once for their for improving the well-being of the employees, because employees usually are in stress and they need a medium through which they will be able to reduce the stress as well as increase their productivity. Professional development opportunities, provide avenues for skill enhancement and career growth. Benefits, it enhanced morale. So a positive workplace culture contributes to higher employee morale. Improved retention, so there will be less employee turnover. Satisfied employees are more likely to stay with the company. Increased productivity. So all these activities will actually help employees increase their productivity, engage collaboration thrives, and everyone contributes to our success. Next topic is performance management. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, very much,
Go ahead.
Sushma. Carry on.
Performance management. The main objective here is enhance employee performance, aligning individual goals with organizational objectives. Key components, goal setting. So collaboratively set clear and achievable performance objectives. Feedback, regular and constructive feedback for continuous improvement is required in performance management. Recognition, we have to recognize and reward the employees who show their progress and their achievements and success. Process planning, we have an established performance expectation and goals. We set them and we have to monitor them. Regular assessment, regular performance against set objectives, review and feedback, conduct performance reviews, offering constructive feedback. Development planning, identify the areas for implement and plan for the professional growth. Next is technology integration. So HRIS platforms utilize technology for efficient performance tracking. So at present, we can use software which help the performance management tool, as we can assess more using the software. So giving them aptitude tests or in regular intervals. This will help us gain more knowledge about their performance, and we can identify the areas where improvement is required. Data analysis, leverage data for insights into individual and team performance. Benefits, improved productivity. So overall productivity is improved because of the performance management, because there is regular monitoring on the performance of the employees. Employee development, identify and address skill gaps for continuous improvement. Employee satisfaction, recognition and fair assessments contribute to job satisfaction. Performance management is a strategic tool ensuring our teams not just meeting expectation but exceeding them for collective success. Next topic is training and development. The main objective of training and development here is facilitate continuous learning and skill development for individual and organizational success. Key elements: identifying training needs, assessing skill gaps and developing areas, planning programs, designing training initiatives aligned to the organizational goals, delivery and implementation, executing training programs effectively. Approaches on the job training. This is one type of approach we can develop. We can even inculcate in our organization. So on the job training, which will actually save the time as well. Learning through practical experiences, formal training programs, structured courses, workshops and seminars, mentorship and coaching. So pairing employees with experienced mentors. These three type of training programs we can inculcate for better training, better skilled employees, for getting better skilled employees. Here, technology integration is talking in about training and development, how we can integrate technology into training and development. Utilize online resources for flexible learning. On-the-go learning are preferred by many of them. So we can include online resources for flexible learning. Skill tracking system, monitor and assess employee skill development, how far they have developed skill on our because of our training program, and be tracked in the skill tracking systems. Benefits: it improved performance, there will be enhanced skill, contributes better job performance. Employee satisfaction, opportunities for growth, boost job satisfaction. Then succession planning, develop a pipeline of skills employees for future roles. So training and development are not just investment in individuals, they are investment in future success of our entire organization. Benefits administration. Main objective of this function is administer and manage employee benefits programs to support overall well-being. So key components here are health benefits like medical, dental, vision coverage, wellness programs, initiatives promote physical and mental health, retirement plans. According to 401k or pension programs, we can this administration function will take care of all such components in our organization, like leave policies, vacation, sick leave, and other time policies. Administration process, enrollment, facilitate the enrollment of employees in benefit programs. Communication, clear communication about the benefit options and changes. Compliance, ensure benefit programs align with our legal requirements. Employee education. So once we have benefits administration, they have to give an education to our employees to know their rights and benefits in our organization. So they have to be educated. So workshops can be conducted, conduct session to educate employees about the available benefits. Communication materials, provide informative materials on benefit packages. Here, technology integration can be made, like benefits administration plan, streamline process through technology. Employee self-service tool, allow employees to manage benefits online. Main benefits of this function here is employee retention. The employee turnover will be reduced. Attracting top talent, the more benefits you give, the more the top talent can be attracted very easily, because as such nowadays not only the package is mattered, even the benefits are given by the organization, they take into consideration before joining the organization. And employee satisfaction, benefits contribute to overall job satisfaction. Our commitment to comprehensive benefits reflects our dedication to health, happiness, and long-term success of our valued employees. Next function is HR compliance. Main objective here is to ensure adherence to labor laws, regulations, and mitigating organizational risk. Key areas of compliance: employment laws, adherence to local, state, and federal employment laws, equal employment opportunity, promoting fairness and preventing discrimination, wage and hour laws, compliance with minimum age and overtime regulations. Policies development, employee handbook, clear communicate policies and procedure, code of conduct, establish ethical guidelines for workplace behavior. Regular audits and assessment, internal audits, periodic reviews to ensure compliance are actually into the organization. Then external audits, engaging third-party audits for an unbiased assessment. Next comes employee training. Compliance training, educate employees on legal requirements, ethics training, promote a culture of ethical conduct within the organization. Technology integration. HRIS platforms utilize technology to track and manage compliance. Automated reporting, streamlined reporting process for regulatory requirements. Benefits, risk mitigation, reduce the risk of legal issues and penalties. So once the HR compliance is actually inculcated into organization, so the reduced risk of legal issues and penalties can be done. Then reputation management, demonstrate a commitment to ethical and legal standards. Employee confidence, employees feel secured in a compliant and ethical workplace. HR compliance is not just legal necessity, it's a commitment to ethical and responsible business practices that safeguard both organization and its employees. Next topic comes as a technology integration. Objective here is to harness technology to streamline HR process, enhance efficiency, and support strategic goals. Key components here is human resource information system, centralized platform for HR data management, recruitment software, streamlining the hiring process from candidate sourcing to onboarding, then performance management tools, so automating performance reviews and feedback. So technology can be inculcated in all such components for making our work more fruitful. Data security, secure as it is a software company, so we have to ensure a data security installed in our company. So secure platforms ensure the confidentiality and integrity of HR data. Access controls limit data access to authorized personnel. Automation, workflow automation, streamline routine HR tasks for increased efficiency. Notification systems, automated alert for key HR events and deadlines. Employee self-service, so we can have an online portals enable employees to access HR information and services. Mobile application, facilitate HR integration on the go. Training and development programs can be also integrated here for e-learning system, deliver training programs and track employees. Skill management tools, identify and address skill gaps with the workplace. So main benefits of this function here is efficiency gains, technology streamlines HR process and saving time and resources. So we are up to date to the latest technology. So this will usually help in efficiency gains. Data-driven decision making, access to real-time HR data for strategic planning. Closing message, integrating technology into HR process is not just about innovation, it's about creating a more agile, efficient and employee-centric workplace. Now we have a plan, we have a data structure. So now we will see how timeline takes place on establishing the HR structure. Phase 1, it takes 1 to 2 months of establishing HR foundation, defining HR department roles and responsibility, develop initial HR policies and procedure, identify key HR technology requirements. Next, after that, recruitment and onboarding application, it takes around 3 to 5 months. Initiate recruitment process for key position, implement onboarding processes for new hires, roll out employee orientation and session. So performance management rollout can be in 6 to 8 months, since after 6 months we will be able to actually assess the performance of the newly hired employees and we can then assess their performance. Develop and communicate performance management guidelines, train managers on performance review processes and conduct initial performance evaluation. Phase 4 is training and development initiatives. So it takes around 9 to 10 months, identifying the training needs through the newly hired employees, launch training programs and workshops, establish mentorship or coaching programs. Benefits administration implementation will take around 11 to 12 months, finalize employee benefits packages, conduct benefits orientation sessions, implement benefits and administration system. Compliance and technology integration will take around 13 to 15 months. Conduct HR compliance audits, integrate technology solution for HR processes, ensure data security and privacy measure. Phase 7 is continuous improvement and evaluation. This is ongoing process in HR in the whole organization. So collect feedback from employees and HR team, conduct regular assessments of HR process, implement improved based feedback and evaluation. So our timeline is a roadmap for building a robust HR department that evolves with the organization ensuring sustained success. Budget, how we can allocate our budget, what all it is required. Budget allocation, where all we have to allocate our budget. Recruitment and onboarding, allocate funds for hiring processes, onboarding materials and training programs. Performance management, budget for performance evaluation tools, training programs and recognition initiatives. Then for training and development, allocate resources for training materials, e-learning platforms and professional development opportunities. Benefits administration, budget for employee benefits packages and health benefits administration systems. Then compliance and technology integration, allocates fund for compliance, audits, legal consultation and HR technology solution. These are the categories where all the budget are actually applied. Personal cost, so it includes salaries, benefits and training for HR personnel. Then technology expenses like HRS platforms, software license and other technology tools. Recruitment cost, job posting, recruitment agencies and background checks. Training and development, cost associated with training materials, workshops and professional development programs. Benefit programs, budget for health, wellness and retirement benefits. Monitoring and adjustment, regular review, periodical assess budgetary allocations against the actual expenditure. So we have to monitor and review the budget actually allocated while taking into the practical. Flexibility, allow our adjustment based on evolving HR needs and organizational change. Benefits of investment, strategic impact, investing in HR enhances organizational strategy and performance. Employee satisfaction, comprehensive HR programs contribute to well-being and satisfaction. So a controlled and elaborative budget and gives us a clear view on the expenditure and how we can allocate our available budget to the required roles. Our budget reflects a commitment to building a high impact HR department that aligns with organizational goals and invests the success and satisfaction of our employees. Here is an estimated budget. Personal cost will cost around 31 lakh, 1 lakh 25,000 to 46 lakh, 1 lakh 12,500. This is annual budget. Then technology expenses, it costs around 6 lakh 37 lakh 5,000 to 11 lakh 62,000. For recruitment cost, here it allocates to 2 crore to 2 lakh 50,000 to 4 crore 1 lakh 25,000. For training and development, here it takes around 2 lakh 62,000 62 lakh 5,000 to 5 crore 25 lakh. So these are the estimated budget. So as for an financial technology company, financial software company, so these are the estimated budget for an HR department.
For how many people? This company has how many employees? You'll have to mention that as well.
Ma'am, I have
When
an
you're
HR.
presenting budgets for this kind of allocation, you need to ensure that how many people are working in the organization, what kind of departments are there, so that people can really think. Because if for a smaller organization, a kind of investment of 4 crore something is not really justifiable. Right?
Yes,
Just
ma'am.
mention the number of people and how much is the in company's turnover as well.
Okay.
Because that all comes to this only.
Yeah, ma'am.
Sure. Carry on.
Then challenges and solution, what we will be facing here is challenge talent acquisition, so fierce competition for top talent. Solution, implement a robust employer brand, utilize professional networks, and streamline the recruitment process for efficiency. Next challenge we may face here is employee retention, higher employee turnover rates. The solution here is conduct regular employee engagement surveys, implement retention programs, and offer competitive benefits. Then challenge technology implementation. Issue here can be resistant to new technology, HR technologies. So the present employees may not be ready to accept or inculcate the new HR technology. How we will be able to solve here? Provide comprehensive training, communicate benefits, and involve employees in the selection process. Then challenge compliance complexity. So issue here is evolving labor laws and regulation. Solution: regularly conduct compliance audits, stay informed about the legal updates, and seek legal counsels for guidance. Next challenge is diversity and inclusion. Ensuring a diverse and inclusive workplace is really very important for increased productivity. How can we solve here? Develop diversity initiatives, provide diversity training, and foster an inclusive culture. Remote work management, effectively managing remote teams. So how can we have a solution over here is implement remote work policies, use collaboration tools, and focus on clear communication. Next challenge may be performance management. Ensuring fair and effective performance evaluation is required. How can we do it here is provide training for manager, establish clear evaluation criteria, and encourage regular feedback. Next, budget constraint. So as ma'am told, it is a small organization and won't be able to make such a big budget. So how can we actually solve this? So limited financial resource is a challenge. So prioritize HR initiatives, seek cost-effective solutions. So we can prioritize for which the budget can be allocated and for which it can be postponed in the later years. Demonstrate the ROI of HR investment. Challenges are inevitable, but strategic solution we can turn obstacles into opportunities for growth and success. So next is charting the course forward. So now we have planned. So these are the steps to be inculcated for actually making plan into the practical. Implementation of timeline. So as we have planned, we have to make sure that in that timeline that all the procedures are actually inculcated and started working. And feedback loop, there should be a feedback loop. Then training and onboarding. So we have to start training, recruitment, training and onboarding. Then technology integration, we have to make sure that the technologies required for the organization are inculcated and are seamlessly functional and user friendly. Then communication strategies, implement a communication strategy to keep all stakeholders informed about HR developments. Monitor key metrics, then continuous improvement. So once we inculcate, we have to ensure that there is a continuous improvement for better growth of the organization. Here is an example of HR department structure. So it has Paytm. In HR department alone, it has around 568 employees. This is a basic structure where vice president, there are 4, and CXO is 1. Seniors are 21, managers 371. And under them, there are 5 partners, and in training department around 24. Then individual, this is a separate one. So this is a sample HR structure of related field. So Paytm is also a financial software company which provides applications for the financial institutions and help banks and other financial institutions manage their portfolio. So this was my presentation about the HR department structure. I know I was really very elaborate, but I couldn't really put up the whole vast knowledge and vast HR department into small presentation. I took my time. If any questions, ma'am, you can ask.
So first of all, I would like to congratulate you, Sushma. It's a really, really great presentation. Wonderfully
you.
done. Though yes, the time taken was really, what we were not anticipating, but yes, I know whatever you have really put in across in the presentation, all your thoughts and everything is very, very justifiable with the time that you've taken. Another thing I want to congratulate you is I have never seen such a precise presentation from many CHROs, trust me. So you should not be working in a company as an HR executive. You should be getting a job as a senior leadership manager very, very soon. Right? You are on a great and a right path. And I'm very happy that you are a student of ISI. And
Ma'am, it's all under your guidance.
no,
That's why
you
I
have
took more
taken
time.
effort, yeah, in
Yeah.
putting across this presentation and your thoughts into it, and it's really, really coming across very well.
Thank
Okay,
you.
having said that, the questions now. So I will ask just two questions. So number one is that suppose now you're working in an organization where the HR department is already there. Right? What will change from this presentation to now? What will you do? At least two
Ma'am,
things. What will you change?
Ma'am, first I will go through the structure, HR structure of the present organization, and see where it is lacking, where it can be a challenge for actual performance of the employees, what we can do. So maybe I will go through the whole recruitment, training, and whole process of hiring first, because there we hire the talent for our organization. Then, if required, I may change some of the factors there, which actually needs suit our organization for actually for acquiring a right talent for our company. So this will be the main first thing I will be looking after. Then next I will go to the actual existing employees, then evaluate their performance. If they require any skill development or if they lack anywhere, so we'll actually suggest a training program so that they will be able to upskill themselves, and which will in turn help our organization to perform well.
That's all I wanted to know.
Thank you.
And you have not mentioned anything on diversity and inclusion. So that's the only point you have missed.
She
Which
has
I really
mentioned,
would have
she
loved.
has covered one point. Yeah.
One
So I
point,
think
yeah.
Rajesh sir can
Ask
ask
questions.
question,
Sure.
and possibly that will be much more relevant, because the kind of organization he is heading, I'm pretty sure he may be going through so many challenges. Yeah, please, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Sushma, for a very detailed presentation, and I appreciate your efforts and the time and resources you really invested for making this presentation. And I wish you all the best. So coming to questions, you have given a very detailed roadmap for setting the HR organization. And there are a lot of things to do, starting from compliance to recruitment to health, safety. You have got all the aspects. So which is one tool which can really help you in establishing the roadmap quickly? Which is one tool? You have mentioned that tool in your presentation many times. Which is one tool which can help you?
HRIS, sir. HRIS tool or screen resume screening system.
Okay. Yeah, Sushma. So you are on the right. Actually, it is a technology.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, 30 years back or 20 years back, HR was functioning basically manually. Okay. But the technology has come today in all aspects, including trainings, attendance, compliance. You have so many tools. So important is technology, one must utilize it also. Okay. So keep that in mind. And my last question for you is, HR is generally known as a support function, okay? Because business is the main driver. But you have mentioned somewhere that strategic partner. What do you mean by that, strategic partner?
Sir, HR is not a support function. It is actually a basic foundation for the whole organization. So once, if the HR is actually structured very well, whole organization will be able to perform well. So strategic partner here is they'll be able to inculcate the actual goals of the organization. They will be able to align the goals of the organization to the employees' goals. So strategic partner here is our main main job here is to align our employees' goals and targets to the employees' goals and targets. I mean, organizational goals and targets. So this will help them, help employee as well as the organization for the overall development. So that way I meant it as strategic partner.
Okay, thank you, Sushma. Yeah,
Thank
so,
you.
so that is very important because when I started my career, HR was only support function. The
Yes.
only job was to give help in recruitment, give salaries to employees, and that was the primary function with compliance. But of late, people have realized that it is the people, it is a human which drives the business. Business is not driven by the main functions, it is driven by the people. And for people development, to have the right people at the right job. Okay, when I was asking Anjan also, that was my intention. When you're saying the best people, it's not the best people. Right people at the right job. That is very, very important. So for that, HR has to be a strategic partner in the whole journey.
Yes.
So, okay. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sushma, one question from my side.
Yes, sir.
For performance management, what methodology you would prefer to use? What are 2-3 choices available, and what could be your preference?
For performance management, first of all, we have to set their objectives and goals, and then we have to start developing, training them. We have to give a continuous monitoring their performance, and then collecting feedback. So for performance management, these 4 steps are required: planning, monitoring, then assessing, and then feedback.
Which one is widely used these days? There are various methods, or the types of performance management systems like management by objective or others. So, which one is preferred these days? Or anything on the normalization process?
Preferred nowadays is around maybe in monthly once there will be a performance assessment of the employees, and actually know their performance, and if they have any skill gap, train them, and then move forward to the next batch. Maybe
Like this is setting up the goals and following up on the goals.
okay.
ARA, OKRs, all these things ma'am had covered. So management by objective is one way. Then balance scorecard. When sir was talking about HR as a business partner, and you also aptly answered that aligning the goals of organization with the goals of an individual. Okay, so when we do it through for the performance appraisal, then we use balance scorecard as a mechanism. That is what I was asking. Anyway, it was a fantastic presentation. Of course, it took a lot of time to complete, but then very detailed presentation, and almost all the topics were covered. So many congratulations, and the efforts are quite visible.
Thank you, sir.
So Suman can
Suman
take
is
the lead.
left.
Yeah.
I would like to share the screen. Yes.
Yeah, it's already given, Suman.
So shall we start, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Suman, and I would like to thank you for giving your time to have a look at this presentation. So I'll give a brief introduction of myself. My name is Suman. I'm a working professional, not right now. I'm on a sabbatical. So I have a major experience of 8 years in admin sector. So I am planning to switch my role in HR department. So I'm taking this 6-month course with YSI, and it has been quite useful to me so far. So I'm giving you my final presentation in front of you all. So this is going to be 10-minute presentation. So I would like to
be more specific about the points, and please feel free to ask any questions at the end if you have any. And I would love to have the knowledge if I have left something in the middle of the presentation. So I'm going to start with whatever the topics I will be covering. So since it is the topic is strategic planning for HR department and policy for a newly built startup organization from scratch. So our main intention is to set up a HR department, along with that the policies that are going to be useful and in favor of the organization as well as for the employees, including the HR department people. So I will be covering up the introduction, why HR department is needed, why it is, what is the need, what are the primary goals, what are the HR policies that are crucial for the organization for safeguarding the interest of organization and for as well as the employees at the same part. So we have already taken the advice from the legal officers, labor officers to make these policies. At the end, we will be discussing a conclusion and summary of it. So, sir, can we minimize this? I have this, okay. So what is the HR department? It is a kind of umbrella that covers all the other departments, all the needs of a department that are there to be taken care of. So it is a department central for functioning of any business established organization. It only take care of from the basic, from hiring till the cycle of labor, till the separation of an employee from the organization. So throughout this process, there are several other processes that are there, starting from recruitment, onboarding, then selection, probation, then the training, development, and other welfare of the employees that are there to be taken care of while he or she is working with an organization. And by the time the exit process is there, there are certain policies, there are certain documentation that need to be done. So HR department is the central of it. It is an umbrella that covers all the departments of an organization. So it also assesses employee performance and determines the remuneration and benefits of employees. So what is the need of it? Since already said that it is very important to hire skilled people, and sometimes if they have a very high potential but they are not skilled, they can be trained and developed within an organization. That saves the cost of hiring. Sometimes when we need to hire a highly skilled people, we need to pay for them a highly high package. So to safeguard the economic or financial interest, we can hire some high potential people so that we can train them later. So this hiring process, onboarding, interviewing, retaining, everything is included and is the role of HR department. Then there are other set of guidelines that are there that are included in the HR policies that are also required while setting up a HR department, because we will be hiring people for HR department also. So there will be a set of guidelines for recruitment processes, salary taxations, compensation, work environment, training development, as said, and the separation functions. So this also help the HR department that we are going to set up will also help and manage the balance of flow of employees, and also will be helping it to just forecast if there is a surplus, if there is a need of any, a layoffs or anything. For example, there was an unforeseen situation of COVID-19 where thousands of employees were laid off. On the other hand, there were certain companies that were hiring in bulk because they were getting the turnovers like IT companies and everything during that time. So we have a forecasting department. So it is rightly said by Amanti Umo that the right succession planning put to play in human process, we are building for the future without a future if we are not using a right succession planning. So HR department has a role to do that in an organization. So what is the process of drafting the HR policy? We have to, all the policies are available in the employee handbook also, in the company handbook also, and while giving an employment agreement to the employee, we will be putting it in that too. So policy name, effective date of policy, that this is specifically for the company handbook. Then date of any revisions, approval status, references, purpose of the policy, main policy statement, any definition. So these are the policies or anything that we will be taking care of while drafting any policy. Positions, of the organization are responsible for implementing and monitoring the policies. So we are having a different HR department that will be taking care of different policies that we will be discussing in a further slides. So procedures for carrying out the policy, we will be listing other policies and documents related to the policies, what group of employees are covered by the policy. So we have altogether 20 policies that we are going to put up in our HR department and in a policy handbook that will also be included in an employee agreement. So time and attendance policy, leaves of absence, training development, compensation benefits, and grievance redressal will be there. So in time and attendance, we will be including a time management where they have to be aware that what timings they are allowed, lunch time, travel time, waiting time, idle time that are paid, and relevant legislation and local agreements are also taken care of while making and formulating this policy. Also, leaves of absence, if there are any, for example, apart from the public holidays and the holidays allocated by the company, if they want to take any other holidays, how many holidays they can avail, that can also be specifically mentioned. So medical leaves up to 12, parental leave of absence, though this is not an act or any bill passed, the Indian government has upheld this decision, but we will be giving 90 days leave to our employees where they can, if they voluntarily want to work, they can work from home. Then family care, in case of any emergency or situation, they can take 15 days leave. Leaves of absence for any unforeseen reason or anything, 10 days are allocated to it. Then personal leave of absence that they can take for 10 days. Then training and development, it is said, just like I said in the beginning, if we are hiring a highly potential person, but they are lacking a certain skill, so we will be having a training and development program that will be headed by one of our HR personnel. So they will be there to train, and there will be different departments, for example, sales department, marketing department. In coordination with that, we will be having a person who will be training those people after they are getting hired, after the onboarding, so that they can polish their skills and make them available to the company's expectation needs. Then there are compensations and benefits given by our organization, that will be HRA, LTA, medical reimbursement, health insurance, conveyance, retired benefits, that includes gratuity policy also, that we will be discussing further, and profit sharing. That is done by almost all the organization and multinational companies too. Then there will be a grievance redressal policy that is also done, so that the work environment should be free of hostility and free and open thought process should be there. Then coming to the next slide, we are having these 5 policies: code of conduct, succession planning objectives, forecasting and scheduling, hiring, recruitment, at will employment policy. So code of conduct for any organization is a setup where there should be proper guidelines for the work environment that is expected by organization from its employees, and there should be equal treatment for all the workers of the employees, irrespective of their ethnicity, religion, or their origin. So it is essential that employees act in a professional manner. So code of conduct policy cover all the norms in it. It also includes all the visiting people, all the vendors, clients that are coming to our organization. Then succession planning objectives and identifying replacement needs in case any promotions are there that needs to be given to the employees working at a certain position, and to increase the pool of promotable employees to support implementation of business plan. So this policy will be taking care of that need, and we have a specific dedicated HR person to handle this department. Then forecasting and scheduling and HR recruitment and selection is taken care by the same HR person, HR manager. So they will be taking care of recruitment, selection, hiring, onboarding, all the documentation, the background work that is required to be done before hiring, then probation, then forecasting and scheduling in case we can manage if there is any shortage of employee or any certain employees getting separated from our organization due to any specific reason. Then there is other policy that we are including in our employer agreement, that at will employment policy, that enables us that we are we are at free end that if any employee want to get separated at any point of time, so under any lawful reason, so they have this certain any certain they have this privilege to get separated. But if they are leaving us in the middle, they have to pay a certain compensation to pay that for the training and everything that we have invested in that particular employee. Then there are other policies that are employment contracts, as discussed earlier, that will be having all the policies that are there with our organization. Employment wages, as said, there are of these are of two types, basically of three types, but wages are commonly used earlier for an employee who is unskilled, a blue collar employee, and is working on hourly basis. On the other hand, salary is paid to a white collar employee, and it is on the monthly basis. So there are various acts. Minimum Wage Act, Payment of Wages Act are one of the important acts that are included by a Indian government for the welfare of employees. Then we are going to include a menstrual leave policy, though there are only two states, Bihar and Kerala, who are having this policy in force, but it was introduced by a member of Parliament of Arunachal Pradesh in 2017. So under this bill, women can avail a leave of 2 days in a month and 24 in total annually to avail a menstrual leave. So there are certain companies like Byju's, Swiggy, Zomato, and all in all 9 national companies that are giving menstrual leave to their employees. Not 24, but once in a month and 12 in total, and some 9 in total annually. So this is also we are going to put in our company policy. Then there is a gratuity amount. This is just like a pension policy for our faithful employees who are with our organization, will be working with our organization for more than 5 years. So they can get the benefit of this. Once they are retired, they are going to receive this amount, and it will be a token of appreciation for them. Then there will be an employment provident fund. It also acts as a a major source of saving for an employee, where they can take it out at a certain part of their employment. For example, they have any need, their daughter or any child is going for a foreign education, or the daughter is getting married. So before that also they can withdraw a certain percentage of it, and when they are getting retired, so this will be paid in a lump sum amount too. And there are other policies. Sexual harassment policy, POSH committee will be set up within this policy, and there will be a person, a women member, and other 4 members from our company, mostly women, who will be taking care of it. And this policy will also include the workers, interns, the people who are appearing for the interview, women mostly, and the clients who are visiting. So all these women will be covered under this policy, and we have a strict enforcement to this policy. If anything is observed or given a complaint in written by any employee, women employee, so the strict action and the immediate action will be taken for the termination of that certain person. Then we have a maternity and paternity leave policy. Maternity leave policy has been already sanctioned by the government because it is in an act form, but paternity leave policy bill has been upheld by an Indian government. So we don't have a paternity leave policy in India, but we are going to offer it 90 days to the father. Otherwise, the women employee who is working with us for more than 80 days, she can also avail this policy, and she can get 26-week paid leave for her first child, and after that subsequently she can get 12-week paid leave for her second child. And after that the leave amount weeks will be reduced, but definitely she is going to get a paid leave for that too. The next policy is a whistleblower policy. It is an essential component for any HR strategy, and it is also required because it also helps us to see if there is any unethical behavior, if has been seen or observed by any employee at any certain designation, and they see that the senior has been doing that, or any subordinate, so they can, without any fear and any fear of retaliation, they can just send us back the information via email, and we can just take it from there. Then there is a non-discrimination policy. Since we have a sexual harassment policy only for females, but this non-discrimination policy covers all employees having of any gender. So Article 14, 15 and 16 under Indian Constitution has the right, and we have also bound, and we are happily including that in our employment contract. So if anyone faces any kind of discrimination in terms of caste, creed, color, origin, ethnicity, they can directly report to us and we will take it from there. Then there comes a dress code policy. It is very required for any organization so that they can know that what to wear at what occasion within an organization. And it also promotes a equality culture so that nobody is feeling less or more. So we have this dress code policy to take it for that reason. Then there is a probation and confirmation policy. Probation, as we all know, that whenever our employees is getting hired, so we are not God, so we are hiring a person by seeing their potential. But at certain point of view, we see that they are not able to fulfill the company's expectation, or they are not fulfilling the duties despite giving them enough time. So we can terminate their employment. So they are put on a probation for a certain time. Sometimes it is for 1 month, but most of the companies are keeping it for 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year. So we are keeping a probation of 3 months. After that, we will be giving a confirmation of employment to that particular employee under this policy. And after they are getting a confirmation of jobs, still there will be certain expectation that company expects from them to fulfill their duties. After that, work from home policy that has played a very important role for many companies during COVID. From 2020, most of the companies have implemented it, and we have seen, a turnover or also a great amount of potential in employees. So we can also implement this policy in case there is a certain employee who is working with our organization for a certain amount of time. We have seen the potential, but for some reason they are moving to other country or they are getting married to other state. So we can give that policy and we can access their performance timely to see that if they are performing on the same basis or exceeding our expectations. So this policy comes handy and will be useful to us in that scenario. And there should be a specific reason to mention why they want to work from home. It is not applicable for all. Then awards and recognition policy, we need to include, very, very important. We are going to give some monetary and non-monetary benefits. Non-monetary benefits include sometimes, accolades or any recognition. We can organize R&R or any kind of, joint meeting where the top performers of the month and or the quarterly performance, they are getting rewarded in front of all company people, so their morale will be boosted. They will feel more dedicated towards our organization. So this policy has been set for that. And monetary benefit, we can give them paid vacations and other kind of rewards that are in monetary form under this policy. Then drug and alcohol policy description. In this policy, we can ask our employees to get their tests done, mostly blood testing done, in order to see if there is anything, they are not using any substantial consumption within the office premises or outside the organization that is hampering the company's reputation. So this policy will be coming in handy in that case. Then the last comes the travel policy. So this policy is a policy that includes all the vacations, paid vacations given to our employees, and also for the employees who are in sales and marketing department, who have to travel a lot on and off during their visits to certain cities and to other states too. So there will be a form that will be provided. They have to fill up this, that who are eligible for this policy and for the business purpose if they are traveling. So they have to provide a certain information regarding that. And there are certain exceptions that are also mentioned in a travel policy. So this is all about the HR setup that we are going to do with our organization, along with the policies that are mandatory to be implemented. As a HR head, this is what I have in my mind, and it is the sole responsibility of HR department to make sure the company's policies are compliant with the local laws of the state and the country. Furthermore, it is important that HR personnel to know that these laws are implemented with the correct procedures. So the right policies can also help us to avoid heavy fines and legal procedures in the future. I will summarize this, that I have made this toolkit to taking care of different HR processes and departments in my mind. And my aim is to help manage our HR processes independently. And it will be implemented only and shortly after the approval of CEO and Board of Chairman. So thank you so much. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Please go ahead.
I'm just waiting. Mr. Rajesh, you would like to ask some questions, please.
Hi, okay, thank you. Thank you, Suman, for your presentation. Suman, I have only two questions to ask from you. One is, what do you mean by at-will employment?
At will means, sir, if any employees want to get separated from an organization at certain level of their employment, for example, they get employment for a better package at any other organization, or they're moving to any other country, so they want to get separated from a company. So company has a right to take certain amount of money in, that is like lawfully they have invested in that employee to train them, develop them. So we are not going to bound them to stay with us. They can get separated at any point of employment, but yes, they have to pay. That is crucial for a company to take care of their interest too, because we will be putting up some cost to hire a new replacement for them of them.
Right, right. And Suman, you mentioned many policies.
Yes.
You have prepared a full toolkit. Do you think how much it is possible to implement those in spirit? Like, for example, non-discrimination policy you mentioned. So can you tell me what can be the challenges in implementing non-discrimination policy?
Yes, sir, there might be many, because we are building up a newly built organization. So new employees that are getting into organization, I am anticipating many youngsters. So they are not aware about the policies that they have their, they are not informative about it, that they have a right to complain or to stand up for themselves. So that in that case, if the person is not standing up for them, we are not aware about it. If once it is reaching to our ears that this person is facing certain discrimination, to counter that, we have a whistleblower policy also, that if the third person has encountered seen that scenario, certain person is feeling discriminated, if that person is bringing that to our attention, then definitely this non-discrimination policy will be taken care of by the use of whistleblower policy.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you.
Hardik, sir, your questions?
So, Suman, a very operational presentation, and all three of them have given different dimensions to the question put up to them. As an HR head, how they would lead the department or function. Okay, so this was quite an operational things, as Rajesh also mentioned that how to put up the things in the spirit. Now, you mentioned one thing, one technical question from this entire operational thing. You mentioned about probation period. Is it
Yes.
statutory? Or and what is the minimum duration for the probation? Any act speaks about it, and what is the minimum duration for the probation?
Sir, as far as I have information about the act, I don't have 100% information, but yes, the minimum probation period is at least of 3 months with the recognized organization. But certain organization operating at a local level, they give a probation period of even 1 week or 1 month, that is non-paid. So that is also with certain local organizations. So I don't know if there is an act monitoring that, but generally there is a 3 month, minimum 3 month probation period, and sometime it is for 6 months with the national companies, good companies that I have worked with, I have seen.
Okay, fair enough. Yes, Hassan.
So, Suman, great presentation once again.
Ma'am.
Though a lot of things were missing, which we were anticipating that you will put it across in a nice manner. But yes, there is a lot of information regarding how we need to start up an organization from scratch in terms of policy management and implementation. So that's where you have really done very well. Now, my question to you is all these policies that you have just showcased to every one of us, do you believe there are more than these policies, or just with these policies you can set up an HR department?
Ma'am, this is one of the important aspect that organization look for in HR department while setting up an organization. This covers almost 80% of the setup, but 20% is the estimation of cost that is required to set up a HR department, and the other resources we will be putting up while hiring a employee. So that is also one of the aspect. Along with that, there are certain other third parties we will be hiring for taking care of, like verification of documents and other that are required while hiring employees. And while taking training and development, we are not aligning, since we are a newly built organization, we will be aligning with other experienced organization in the industry. So there will be a resources that we will put forward. So there are estimated costs and there are other costs involved. So this is not a whole framework I have put forward, but it is 80% of it, and whatever I have grasped so far from the experience of 6 months and the knowledge that I was able to grasp. But I already look forward if there is anything I can add up for the further use so that I can use it. I think I have missed 10 to 20% of it while putting
No,
it
that's
forward.
okay.
Since
That's
yes,
perfectly fine. We cannot really expect you to do everything in the first presentation that you're making here. So the question was not that. Basically, the question was the policies that you have shown today. Are these the only policies, or you would require more?
ma'am, Ma'am, altogether there are 22 policies. Even these policies are more than enough for certain, but there are certain policies that might be crucial, like compliance, compensation, and other kind of policies that I might have missed. But yes, there are policies that are not included. For example, paternity policies, whistleblower policy, and then there is other policies that are not included by many organizations. If they are, even if they are bigger organizations, that we are trying to put up. Since we are a newly built organization, we might be lacking it, and we might add it later at certain stage with the help of legal advisors that we have in our company. But right now, I think we are good to go with these policies for a while, and with the experience, we will be adding and implementing it later.
Okay. And the last question. So, what are the two competencies that you see in an HR manager for a newly built organization should be there? Just two
Ma'am,
competencies.
right, ma'am. First one is, ma'am, to work under highly pressure, because there is nothing they can see backward to the history of an organization. Whatever they have get from all the organization as their personal experience, they have to put up. So they have to be really confident on their own, and they have to be able to take care of the pressure of a newly built organization setup to keep it running. So these two things they should be taking care of, and they should have in person.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Perfect. So, Vedi is not coming, sir?
Vaidehi is actually not well. So,
Okay.
so that's why she made some excuses. So based on that,
Sure,
we will
no
have a
problems.
separate provision. So yes, now we can conclude and maybe, give the final conclusive remarks, because already everybody is waiting for
So
the.
let's hear from Mr. Rajesh first. I would love to hear from him what he has to give a career advice to our students so that they can perform really well in the future.
Hi, okay. First of all, thank you very much, all the presenters today, Anjan, Suman, and Sushma ji. Your presentation was very good. And I'm very happy that for the one topic, you people have given a different perspective. Like Hardik has mentioned, now, like Suman is talking on policy, Anjan prepared a detailed framework, how he will be setting up. And Sushma went very, very all abroad, including budgets and timelines and schedules. So very different perspective for the whole content. So I'm very glad on that part to Achna ma'am and YSI management that it's not only theoretical part. Everyone has given a different thought that how if I'm the real HR manager, how are we setting up? So I wish all the best. So Anjan, just to give you an example to our question, which I told on vision and mission statement. So again, in every book you will have a different meaning. Okay, so it is very true. But I just share an example which was told to me by my MD way back in 2007 or 8. So he told vision is a simple example is like Mahatma Gandhi. So his vision was he wanted free India. That was the vision statement. And mission statement is he wanted free India by non-violence. So non-violence was the mission. So like this, we can have very simple example to help you. But of course, thank you very much. And I'm sure the way you presented and you are working with Cognizant and you have a long way to go. So wishing all the best to all the participants. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much
so
for your
one thing,
presence as
one
well,
one
sir.
more
Yeah.
question I would like to ask to Rajesh sir.
Sure, sure,
कि
please.
how, कि how are you finding this new concept with the PPP model with the help of AICT Ministry of Education? Like they brought this new concept where we are helping, even many employees are there who are who joined many companies as a graduate. They don't have much knowledge about the management education because the access is not easily available. So do you feel that this can be a revolutionary thing, that many employees who are working, who are experienced, but they don't have a management experience, management knowledge, if they will acquire, possibly it will make top management's job much more easier and more productivity towards the company. But the real challenge is how to reach to them. I would like to request, because since you are from HR background as well, to help us to understand this part, because we have a solution, but the problem or challenges is that how to reach, how to help them. Yeah.
So I think, sir, you already have nailed down the problem that now reach is the main problem. Okay. So in fact, organizations are struggling today to train their people. So we get many talented people. I'm having people from IITs or IIMs, but sometimes we really struggle, no? Because you come with a mindset that you know everything, and then the problem starts. That the actual field is much different from the battle we play at the TV. So the two are very different, and especially the human is the, I would say, the most difficult creature to handle. So because everyone has been made unique by the God. So no two people are common, even in their taste, in their habits, in their interests, in their hobbies. So even the HR policies or all the management skills, they have to be driven towards a particular organization structure or towards that human being. So it cannot be based on theory only. So that is very, very important. But as you have mentioned, so this is a very good initiative, and you are inviting people from industry, so that is going to help. But of course, important is to reach. So like we are not knowing about YSI. So today through Hardik, I came to know that such an organization is also there. I think you have to again use the technology. Today, social media is there, so you have to increase your reach. But this is going to be a very good tool. I will not say revolutionary or not, so I'm not very sure about that because technology is upgrading very, very quickly. But this can be very, very helping tool, not only for the people, but also for the organizations also.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable input and insights. Yeah. Yes, Hardik, sir, please proceed.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for, once again, I'm saying that accepting our request and sparing your time on your off day. Thank you so much. We'll always bother you time and again now onwards.
You're always
Uh,
welcome. Yeah.
For
If you'll permit, I would like to present something for Rajesh, sir, because all the way he came and, so this is a token of appreciation, sir, in a e-format, which will deliver through, email and your WhatsApp. But I'm really thankful, and this is the one of the way to express our gratitude towards your inputs and towards your effort to make our students more knowledgeable. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for your guest, sir. Thank you very much.
So far, we have covered 7 batches on HRM. And like this, we have other streams also. So operation, supply chain, finance, marketing, and the contemporary things, as Neeraj sir mentioned about yoga or emotional care with management. So we look forward to your assistance and guidance in this vertical too, with your expertise and experience. Thank you, sir.
I will be very, very happy to participate and collaborate with you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Archana ma'am, final conclusive remarks for the day.
So that has already been given by Rajesh sir. He rightly said that we are on the right track. It's just that the reach has to be there. So I'm really glad, Rajesh ji, that you took some time out today and blessed our children, with this your presence as well as your guidelines on how HR needs to be done in the organization. Thank you so much, Hardik sir and Neeraj sir, and just at the last, thank you so much, Anjan, Sushma, and Suman, for being there in your classes, for spending time with us, for spending time on your education, and taking this course very, very seriously. I'm very, very impressed with all three of you in terms of your engagement. Uh, though some classes I understand that some of you could not really go through. But even then, Suman bringing out such a great presentation after missing at least a month of classes and putting it across in a right manner is a great job done by all of you today. So all the best to all of you. And in case of any help and supports that that Hardik sir, me, and Neeraj sir is always there, we'll be able to support you in your future development, career development, and progression always. So all the best. Stay in touch.
Yeah. So YSI is there for forever, for rest of your life. We are not just for one session.
Yeah, I always tell
So
them
at
this in
any
the
point of time
every
you
class.
can come, because this is now this is one of your family who can always be there to help you, support you, either personally, professionally. So and growth is lifelong. Lifelong you will grow, you will come, you will learn. Sometimes tomorrow you may be faculty. Who knows? So all the best, and thank you very much, Rajesh sir, once again for your valuable inputs, and thank you all the participants. Thank you, Hardik sir and Archana ma'am. Thanks a lot. We are closing
Thank you,
this.
sir, for the
Thank you.
platform.
Thank you.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
all the
All the
members.
best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Do
you.
watch
Thank
the
you.
match today. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
India win.